Welcome to Rolling Through Realms, a new actual play podcast. Join us for epic stories, daring adventures, exhilarating battles told through tabletop role-playing games. Listen in as our heroes attempt to uncover a conspiracy at the heart of a world's fair, while navigating the dark and shadowy world of the undead. I'm your Dungeon Master Erik Hurt, and this is Love, Death, and Necromancy. Welcome back to another episode of Rolling Through Realms, Love, Death, and Necromancy. Last we left off, our party made their way up into the Andalades to Sandhill Glen, where they found a tribe of bullywogs had acquired guns and were terrorizing the Andalades, fighting a group of gnolls. They managed to try and calm the two parties and get the situation under hand until it became a three-way duel between one of the bullywogs, one of the gnolls, and Gertie Goldsmith. And as they shot, the bullywog won this duel and, in his mind, took control of this part of the Andalades. During this duel, Gertie finds out that the guns are, in fact, Goldsmith guns and were somehow left in the woods for these bullywogs to find. After the duel, Gertie is approached by a colleague, Grant O'Connell, a fellow reporter, who tells her that he is going to the capital because there have been rumors that the leadership of the Merry Reapers is changing and that the king of Cassarius, Anspaw Cassowary, is wanting to get stricter on necromancers and the undead. The party goes back into Hugelton, where they find the wife of Lawrence Caldwell, who was scheduled to get executed, and ask her about Lawrence and how he may have been capable of creating this murder house. She feels like he would never have done that, and discloses that the day before he went missing, he was just excited to go back to work. Maren talks to her parents at Sandhill Glen, who talk about needing to find a way to stop Heron Hill and that they are likely behind the bullywogs retrieving these guns because they want to cause trouble in the Andalades. That night, as they are going to sleep in the Hugelton Inn, Anora is approached by a man who steps through a magical portal, who says that she needs to come with him back to the Necromancer's Guild to participate in the death rites for Concord Walsh. And that is where we will pick up. Anora has walked through this portal after getting confirmation from Talamir that it is, in fact, where she needs to be going. And you walk back into the Necromancer's Guild. Now, in the Necromancer's Guild, and it's this, sweeping set of halls underneath the ship-turned opera house, the Tuesday Corraldo. And where a lot of these offices and laboratories are, there are, all of these, electrical systems and coils, and it's, a very mad scientist kind of environment. There's, overflowing bottles of potions and tinctures and brass and steam as you all work to try and harness these powers and harness these elements in order to bring new life to the undead. But where you are now in this chamber for the death rites is a much different vibe. It is much calmer. It is much more serene and solemn. Upstairs, where you do most of your work, it is hectic and chaotic and messy, and it's filled with dead bodies, and it is overwhelmed with the, smell of, formaldehyde and other things to preserve these body parts that you possess. But down here, it is very sterile, and it is very clean, and it is very neat, as the group of necromancers circle Concord Walsh's body in the middle of this room. And along the walls, you see these different plaster casts of bodies up and down the walls. Behind each wall, or behind each plaster cast, is a drawer. And you see some of these bodies are fully intact. Some have pieces missing. Some it's a hand or a foot or the head. Others, there is nothing but parts of the torso that are left in these plaster casts that are gleaming white along all of the walls. And Talamir walks you in, and he turns to you and says, if I remember correctly, I believe this is your first death rite, is it not?
I think so.
You were there when Concord died, were you not?
No, I tried to save him.
No, I know. We did our best to convince him, but he was always a stubborn fellow, you know. And I'm just glad we were able to get him back, you know, to get his body back under the Necromancers Guild's possession. You know, I understand that your cleric friend probably had the best of intentions in mind, but, you know, that's simply just not what he would have wanted, you know?
I know.
I'm glad you could be here.
Me too.
You know, clerics have their ways of bringing back life, right? But that's not really the business we're in, you know, you and I. Clerics have to rely on the gods, worship, and fealty. It's a transaction. What we do is we bend the magics of this world to our whim, through study and practice, and we make something new. We don't just bring back what was. We create life. Some people call it unnatural or arrogant, but we are simply pushing the boundaries of what us mortals can do. You know, it's not surprising that Elias and Iwerks are from here. In many ways, artificers and necromancers share a lot in common, both trying to harness and create something, just a different focus is all. And so, Concord Walsh now becomes part of that process. The man who was Concord Walsh can become something new. He returns to the cycle of life. And through his death, will be born something new. Something surprising, something incredible. And we are going to find a way to use his body to truly harness the power of gods. And that is what we could do as necromancers. It is not up to just those in other planes of existence to create something as precious as life. We can do it as well. And Concord Walsh will be part of that. And that's why we're here today. Are you ready? All right. And he pulls out a robe and this plaster mask of your own face. And he says, put this on and we will get started.
When did that get made?
It got made when you became part of the Necromancer's Guild. It happens for everybody. It's part of the initiation.
Okay.
And so it's been something.
Last night while you were asleep.
Really weird first day.
You put on a mask of your own face. And you see these other necromancers who you know and who you have worked with, each donning a mask of their own face. And in the middle is the body of Concord Walsh, and he is still perfectly preserved because of that spell that Vicran cast to keep his body ready for clerics to be able to potentially revive him. But as Talamir was talking about, that's just not part of what you guys do. In the middle of this room is his body, and he's up on this pedestal. And Talamir stands in his place as you are surrounded by torchlight. And he says, "Fellow necromancers, thank you for being here today for the death rites of one of our brothers, Concord Walsh. Today, we inter his body into our halls, and so that he may be used to push the boundaries of this world to create something new. You will use his hands, his eyes, his heart, his soul to push the boundaries and to be champions of both life and death. To Concord Walsh, we thank you for allowing us to experiment, to be better than we were before, and to create something new. And in your memory, we shall preserve your body, and in the middle, the floor kind of opens up, and you see this pool of plaster, and his body gets lowered into the pool. And after a moment, as you all watch in sort of solemn silence, he raises up, and he has been made into this plaster cast that is then broken apart and placed in front of one of these drawers. As your body is taken to be used in our magics, so will parts of this cast, until you have been made new once again in totality. To Concord Walsh, and the crowd responds, to Concord Walsh.
Hell yeah.
And they take his body and they put it in a glass coffin, and you can see his body, and put it in the drawer, close the drawer, and there, in surprisingly realistic detail, is the plaster cast of Concord. And the death rites finish, and he is there for any members of the Necromancers Guild to essentially use as part of their experiments in creating undead. And he joins the rest of these necromancers who are interred in this hall. But what, these are all necromancers. And so there are other people who have left their bodies, other bodies that you may come across. But these are your these are your kin in necromancy who are interred here. Talamir approaches you. Well, I know you're quite busy, and if you need to get back, thankfully my friend was able to, use his portal to come get you. It's not something we can use all the time, and not something we can count on. But especially since you were there, it was important to me that, and I think it would be important for him, especially since you warned him about the whole dying thing, that you could be here. But we need to probably clear out soon, because I don't know who's next,
Everyone needs to be careful. The Merry Reapers are reorganizing, and they're going to be stricter on necromancers.
Well, that's not too surprising now, is it? All right, well, we'll have to do our best. It's been a while since we've had one of these death rites, and I'm not entirely keen to do another one anytime soon, But you stay safe, all right?
You too.
Okay, and if you follow him, he'll get you back to where you were. All right, and you follow his associate, and he creates, the portal, and you're back in Hugleton, as if nothing had happened. You return your death rite mask,
of course,
by the way. You are back in Hugleton, and a new day is starting. And there is definitely a pretty solemn energy in Hugleton. But as locals are kind of milling about, talking about Lawrence, reminiscing, you see a lot of travelers coming to see the spectacle, coming to see what has happened of this scandal. How are they going to deal with it? How are they going to approach it? What is Elias Heron going to say about a murder machine being built under his city? How did he allow this to happen? And so people are, clamoring towards Heron Hill as the day begins.
Do we know what time the execution is scheduled for?
No, it's not in the paper.
So it's at noon.
Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of time to
Grant's
figure
a
this
really
out.
good
Yeah, I've come
journalist.
back by now. Left a note.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Garrett.
absolutely,
Even though
absolutely.
I already told him where I was going, I
Yeah.
still left a note.
All right. So yeah, you are outside of Heron Hill. You're still in Hugleton at the moment. Yeah. What are you guys gonna do?
Should we go up to, hey guys, I'm back. Should we go up to Heron Hill or?
Yeah, I guess we could make our way there. There's not much, unless anybody can think of anything else we need to do in Hugleton.
I mean, I don't know that there's much more information we're gonna get here, because if they didn't let his own wife see him, nobody's gonna know where he's being held for sure. I don't know that we're gonna convince anyone to tell us where he is either.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna kind of have to
Still looking.
go looking.
Do we remember, because we talked about like we had to go to the flight, the animals of flight, like the flight machines to get into the tunnels. Did we know other access points?
Yeah,
we knew
by
them.
the fountain and
The
Yeah.
fountain
The
and
murder house.
the murder house.
There, and then wasn't there one near the Inventor's Row? Because that's where we
Oh,
came
yes.
out of.
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's like at least
Yeah.
4.
I don't know if the house would be the best idea, because I bet people are it's the closest, but I bet people
Yeah.
are like down there now, maybe.
Yeah, there's probably some kind of tape or something to keep people back.
Yeah.
Or people are gonna be trying to see it as a spectacle.
Yeah.
So we might
Do
be
we-
able to see it.
Do we know where in Heron Hill? Like, I'm assuming he's probably going to be hung at the
town square.
Yeah.
at the town square. So that's out of the option. Maybe we have to either do Inventor's Row, but that might be like where they're going to put the crowd to watch him. So we might
Yeah.
have to go back to the
That's
flights.
if we are going under,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Just
have
as like
to.
Could you kind of give us like a description of what's changed in Heron Hill now that the fair's over?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
where the animals were? Is everything just kind of barren now, or?
So a lot of that stuff is still there. There is still the Elgin's electrical animals. There is still the airships. All of that stuff is still there. There are just fewer, like the kind of demonstrations that were happening is not the same. The sort of like decorations, like, you know, it's not as I guess, what's that, like over the top, you know. It's like, you know, there was, you know, a party. It kind of just feels a bit more subdued in a lot of ways.
Is Inventor's
Okay.
Row still?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
still shops, but it's
Okay.
not what you see in these different shops. It's not the inventors who are there selling their wares. It may be a, you know, just some kind of Heron Hill employee who is now, you
Okay.
know, taking part of this. There's not the kind of demonstrations that they were doing of these items. It's just, oh hey, do you want one? And you can go buy one.
I would assume the murder house is like cordoned off, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of, you know, just sort of like you said, like tape around here. There are guards, you know, all around this, you know, house.
Didn't we become part of the Merry Reapers with the main head? Or what was his
Yep.
name?
Kind of, yeah.
So can't we just go back and try to talk to him? What was his name?
Oh.
Harrison Scott.
Yeah. So could we talk to him
To just gather more
and,
information.
be like, yeah, we met up with the thing and did whatever.
Yeah. So I mean,
What's
the
going
the
on
way
here?
you left off with them is you did exactly what they paid you to do, and
Could we see if they need help around here?
to get in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get involved with them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but you can be on the inside and you can gather information and tell your people ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
go
the
this
only
way, go
the
that
only
way.
thing you really have to worry about is that you swapped the contents of
Yeah.
that crate, but they didn't know
They
what
don't
was
know
in
that.
there.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
crate was locked when we gave it
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're gonna get, you know, a thing of beef,
Yeah.
and, you know,
We covered
maybe
our
it
tracks
was
really
just
well
beef.
with all the inventory or whatever.
Yeah, we messed
Yeah.
up the
Yeah.
inventory.
What do we feel about like just talking to them?
Mm-hmm.
to see, kind of just being like, what's going on with this whole execution thing?
Or we can have like a couple of us talk to him and the other like watch around nearby.
Yeah, and maybe like a few of us can deal with it and not have to like really pull
Everyone,
Anora into it. So she's just kind of like very much on the outskirts, but gets everything that we know.
But Aram, you were interested in a lot of the stuff that they were doing, especially with Elias and stuff, so
Yeah.
you would be a good one to talk to him. Maybe you and Gertie, like you could try to figure out with your sister and the weapons, and then we can try to stay back, because neither of us want to deal with them. I'm up to you, what are you doing?
I mean, yeah, Gertie's used to dealing with shitty people, so it doesn't really necessarily make a difference to her. She's like, filth is the same everywhere, so
Yeah.
she's pretty nonplussed about it. So yeah, she can definitely go try to get some information, but she would definitely want someone to come with her to as like backup or just like help her fill in gaps. And
I can come. I will come.
you
I
want
can
to
go.
go?
I'll
You
go
wanna
with you guys too.
We can just...
Everybody going? All right. So
Well, I think they're staying.
We're gonna be in Heron Hill,
Yeah.
just not
We're gonna go have a
talk
meeting.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
gotcha.
Honora and Maren, we're gonna stay just kind of in Heron Hill.
Okay.
Maybe
And then-
nearby, but
Aram, Gertie, and Vicran, we're gonna go actually try to talk to Harrison Scott.
Okay. All right.
Can
so,
I have Apollo go with them to kind of
you
keep?
can see out of them.
Because I can see out of him, and then that way that he can help you, and
Okay.
I can like. You'll be too far away for message, I think, but at least I can potentially maybe like duck out if I need to
Yeah.
like be like, hey, shit's going down.
And before we separate, you can like give him some like if he calls this way, we know
Oh, yeah.
something
So I'll-
bad's
yeah.
happening, like some kind of.
It's a really good idea. So I'll have Apollo, as always, be kind of up high, posted somewhere, circling around, or posted up like on a high building, kind of keeping a lookout for us. And I tell him, okay, Apollo, screech twice. Therefore, that will warn Maren and Anora if you see anyone closing in on them, or you see the Merry Reapers out and about. And I asked Maren, is there anything else you want to be warned about?
Do you think there should be a Nora, or like maybe like a weird fluttering, flapping if you guys are in trouble?
Okay.
Because if you guys are
And
in
then-
trouble, we need to know.
And then I'll say, okay, so screech twice if there's people closing in on my friends, or screech once if I tell you we need help over there.
all right.
I'm gonna make Erik screech.
So, Maren, Gertie, and Vicran, you head up to the offices. Oh,
Aram.
no,
Aram.
no.
Aram.
Yep, Aram, not Maren. Aram, Gertie, and Vicran, you head to the offices where you were detained by the Merry Reapers as you walk through Heron Hill. And you can see as you walk up where at the town square there is these gallows that have been set up. But there's nobody there at the moment, just some guards. You don't see Lawrence. And there are people, all around. And you can hear people yelling, where's Elias? Elias, what's going on? And just, these people who are wanting to get information. And you see there are dwarves and gnomes. Justice for Lawrence! Justice for Lawrence! As guards are around here kind of trying to keep some of these people at bay. But at the same time that people are calling for that, you hear, a whole other group, let him hang! Let him hang! Death to necromancers! These sort of different groups are making themselves heard outside of this execution site. And you begin to walk up, and you reach the door that they led you into when you were interrogated.
I think this time I'm gonna stay hidden behind Vicran,
Okay.
because as a halfling I can do that, just be hidden behind
Mhm.
something bigger than me, because that way if like I need to duck out for any reason, I could potentially just try to like stealth out and just be like, oh, gotta go.
You're
But like,
like as he moves, you're gonna be like a cartoon and kind of like
100%. 100%. But it's just me trying to hide behind one leg.
Yeah.
Just put her in my backpack.
Yeah.
It's like a baby Bjorn.
There's a zipper underneath for me just to get down really quick so I can get out. These buckles, too much.
Okay, so as we walk in, I'll say, are we already talking to Harrison Scott? Sorry, I was
No,
looking
no.
at spells. Is Harrison Scott available?
So you knock on the door?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought we were like in a big office.
No.
Again,
You're
sorry.
just
I was
there.
looking
You're just
at
at
my
the door. Yeah. So you knock on the door, and you don't hear anything on the other side.
Well, shit. Can I like put my ear up to it and try to listen to see if there's anything happening inside?
Yeah. Go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh, I will say be careful about talking to Harrison Scott because of that truth robot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just remembered him.
19.
19. Yeah. So you hear these sort of murmurings behind the door, and you recognize the voice as Harrison Scott. And what you hear him say is, so he's really. I mean, does he ever make mistakes? Does he ever, could he ever be off? And you hear the voice of Elias Heron. Trust me, you have to trust me. He has never been wrong once. It is a fail-safe system, a fail-proof system. If you want, those answers, all you need to do is get an answer to your question, and he'll know if it's a truth or a lie. I can promise you that.
So he's talking about the robot, I assume.
Yeah. I wonder if he's talking about our last interaction, because did we fool it? Or did we...
No, you did not.
That's
No.
right.
I think we looked into it, but
Yeah.
The last thing you got with Clockwork is that there was modified memory was at play with Clockwork.
Okay. Does it sound like, or can I in any way infer if they're like, are they talking about Lawrence? Are they trying to? Is Harrison trying to ask like, did we get the wrong guy?
Yeah. So that's yes. With a 19, I think you can suss that out. It's like, yeah, no, this is if Clockwork is saying it's true, it's true.
But he also has modified memory. So to me, that would mean they could tell him anything is true.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know where I can find Clockwork?
He would be in those offices.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Do you want to try knocking again, or?
I'll talk to you guys. So I can hear them talking. They're talking about Clockwork. If he ever gets anything wrong, it seems like they're trying to figure out if Lawrence is the right guy. Harrison Scott, from the way that it sounds to me, is maybe he has some doubts. Do you guys want to keep trying to pull on this thread, or should we refocus?
I mean, if an innocent man could die to cover Elias's lies, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah. So my thinking is, if Clockworks has modified memory on, Elias could just tell him, "Hey, Lawrence did it," and then he would get the truth that Lawrence did it. So should we keep going here to try to talk to Harrison again, or should we maybe try to get down in the tunnels and go find Lawrence?
I wanna ask Aram really quick. Do you think there's a way you could show Harrison that this machine has modified memory on it? To
How did we
show...
how did we figure that out? What spell did we use to figure out the head modifier?
Did you use Identify, or
Detect magic or
think
that
so.
one or two?
Detect
Would've been
magic?
One of the two.
It
Yeah.
was one of those two. I think it was Identify.
I'm sure Elias Heron has that number, or what? It depends on what class that dude is. Because maybe he could cast it himself. That then he could figure out for sure. Like, because of me just saying like, well, I identified it and said this. He could be like, you're lying. He needs to be able to do it to the thing, so he is like, oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
So, cause I could try to just tell him, like, we saw that had a modified memory spell on it, and see how he reacts. And then see if he has a spell similar to, or a way of. Is he also an artificer?
As far as you know, yeah.
So he should be able to figure it out.
Harrison or
Harrison.
Oh, Harrison Scott. Oh,
No.
no. He's not an artificer.
Elias?
As far as you know, he's just one of these Merry Reapers.
Well, he's got to be something, Eric. This is
Everyone-
D&D. Nobody's just
Yeah.
not something.
Everyone has a class, Eric.
I don't have this
Because
on
if
who
he's
casts
doubting it,
the
who's the
spell.
one that I guess is Elias, the one that just made the executive order of we're killing this guy.
So
I
here's
think
kind
he's
of like
He's pinning
Yeah,
it on
he's
him.
Yeah.
dumping
Yeah.
it.
the thought that I
He
kind
needs
of
a
have is
scapegoat so
like
a city goes over okay.
I feel like Lawrence found it. He found the bottom of Murder House working in the tunnels and got taken, and then now
They needed a fall guy.
they need a fall guy.
I wonder if someone else found it.
That's what
and
I'm wondering. Do we know how this?
I mean, we found it and we
Yeah.
mentioned it to Harrison, and he was like, "Oh, I wasn't aware."
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it might have
Supposedly
been
went to
us.
investigate it.
So Harrison investigated it, and then Elias was like, "This guy," and
Yeah.
now Harrison's like,
Probably.
"Hold on,
Yeah.
that doesn't seem right."
No one has zone of truth.
That's why I was thinking if we can find Lawrence, we can cast Zone of Truth, and he can't tell us that he didn't do it. We just have to find him.
Go in and cast Zone of Truth. on
We
the
need
lives
someone
of
else of
Aaron.
importance to hear him under this zone of truth spell.
So maybe can we okay, so what do you guys think about hanging out until Harrison comes out? And then being like, wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but I heard the conversation. Can you take us to Lawrence? I can cast Zone of Truth on him and he can tell you because I'll tell Lawrence I'm gonna do it, and hopefully that will give him the inclination to fail the charisma saving throw that he has to make to tell us the truth.
You can phrase that as a way like, hey, wouldn't you like a second verification that you got the right guy?
Yeah.
We have a way of doing that that's not Elias's.
That's through
We did a
us.
really great job for you. I
Yeah.
think you could help us out
Yeah,
on this
I think
one.
we've proved ourselves and we're trying to help you again.
I'm on the fence about Elias anyway, so this is
Yeah.
Arm needs some.
He's seemed shadier and shadier the
Yep.
more things have gone on, in my opinion.
I also think we would have to take Harrison but bring Harrison with us without Elias knowing, because then Elias will still have an influence, and we need to be able to separate those guys and
Yeah.
like, bring one without the other.
That's kind of why I was hoping, like, if we just like kind of hang out around the corner, Harrison's gonna have to leave this place eventually, and hopefully that will be within enough time frame to be like, let's go talk about this.
So you're gonna hang back and wait for them to exit out.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and hopefully the plan with that will be Harrison leaves alone, and we can pull him in, and if nothing else, just start the conversation of, we finished the job, we're back in town, just wanted to touch base. By the way, I did happen to overhear this.
Mhm.
Could we explore it?
I can also, as they come out, point a message at Harrison to be like, exactly what Vicran just said, to kind of be like, but we need to talk to you without Elias as like part of our business, and
Gotcha.
try to
Yeah, yeah.
separate them.
All right.
Yeah, that's
so
good.
so we'll pause that and we will go back to Maren and Anora hanging out in
Walking
Heron
around.
Hill. So how are you spending your time?
Do you think we should stay near the execution spot, or do you think we should walk around?
Where is the execution taking place?
In
Town
the
Square.
middle.
So past Inventors Row.
Okay.
We can hang out. As long as Apollo's near us. like,
Yeah.
we
I
can
think
go
that's
wherever.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so and Gertie, you hear this as Apollo recognizes somebody that is approaching Maren and Anora, and it's Sparrow Rose.
Oh, okay. I was
And
going to say, can I look for her sister, actually, but
So right now you see Sparrow, and she's without Finch. Finch is not with her. It's just it's a girls' day at Heron Hill, and she sees you. Oh, I was hoping you'd still be in town. I'm really glad I found you. Do you guys have a moment to talk?
Sure.
yeah, Yeah, I think so for now.
Got a good seat for the execution.
Oh gosh.
Jesus.
I got some snacks too.
That's really quite something, and I've been seeing some stuff in the papers about it, and it's really worrisome. There's Iwerks' symbol is tied up into this. What is that about?
I don't
We
know,
just
girl.
got back. We left and we came back.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I know that's what we're trying to figure out.
But that's not actually what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh.
So there's, and Finch is really worried. So there's another one of us. He was kind of off on, I guess, a mission or something, you could say, and he's been missing now, and he never came back. And we're wondering if maybe you heard anything about this. It was supposed to be happening in Albering, and he was supposed to get something and take it back to our group, and he's just never returned, and we're worried that if he got captured, well, he could potentially, they could use him to find us and wipe us out.
What's his name?
Oh, his name is Albatross Longfellow. He's kind of a stocky, sturdy-looking fellow, short brown hair, has a bit of a temper on him. If you met him, you probably recognize.
Oh.
Did you know?
We definitely know who that is. He was the guy on the boat trying to steal the hearts. We definitely know that man. Oh no.
I'm not saying that.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Maren's like, so much has happened. I don't know what's going on.
What was he fetching?
What was he doing?
All right, well, I think last time we met, we reached a sort of understanding. I think I can be truthful with you. So there are some people who are like Finch, who are like Chickadee. They believe that they could find a way to extend their life by eating human remains, particularly human hearts. And so he was going to get some to bring back, and we try and think if they're already dead, well, we're not murdering anybody to get their hearts. We're just taking ones that have already been removed, right? So, it's not so bad, is it? But, so he was going to bring some back, and, nobody's going to die without them, but, and we don't even know if it works, but, at this point they're trying anything. That's why the whole perpetual energy machine, if they could maybe use it on them, maybe they could live for longer. We're really just kind of trying to throw spaghetti at the wall here.
So why didn't you go down with him? Like, did he just take off?
I mean, that was, I don't really believe it. I don't think it works, but, he's a stubborn guy, and there's no arguing with him, so, he just went and, he does his thing.
Yeah. Maybe he met up with other people like him down there, and it's
I can only hope.
bad at
I mean, I know, there are necromancers and stuff down there.
allegedly.
I can only hope, and
Say that out loud.
maybe
Allegedly.
the Phoenix found him, and maybe he's helping him.
Yeah, I heard he was kind of a dick.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure he
I'm
could
sure
be
he
intense.
holds you tight though, but
I'm sure he could be intense, but he's he truly believes that there is already he truly believes there's already one of the undead who has found the secret, and that's what he's looking after.
So why didn't Albatross find the alleged necromancers? Because we're talking in the field of people. We're trying to
Yeah.
Like, why didn't he find, like, if there's a guild there, why didn't he go to them and explain stuff?
I don't know.
I'm just...
This Albatross doesn't sound like a very rational person.
Yeah.
I mean, he is very emotion forward. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know.
So if something were to happen, it was probably because of him.
All right, but
Being
so
irrational and not
What-
other people.
what we're worried about is that if he was captured,
Correct.
that they're going to send people to our home and
So
we're
why
going to
did
have
you
to defend ourselves.
come here and
Well,
where
I'm
they're
hoping
at?
to let you know that
Oh.
if you could come and maybe help us, if something were to happen, maybe you could help
Where's that at?
defend us.
Where?
So, do you know where Umberdale is?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
If you go,
Have we been there?
that's
That
his
sounds-
hometown.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yes,
okay.
yes,
I was
I
gonna
know
say,
exactly
it sounds
where that
familiar,
is.
but
If you go west of Umberdale, there's a place called the Barrow Glades. Go to the Barrow Glade churchyard, and you'll find us in the cemetery.
And can I tell that that's actually Sparrow and not like a.
I'm
going
not gonna-
after-
yeah,
okay,
that's-
okay,
that's
I
fair,
just want to make
that's fair.
sure. Should we have some kind of secret code word in case?
Oh my! I
You gotta be
suppose that would.
smart about this.
We do, but if you guys get picked up, well, then you.
I don't think we're gonna get picked up because we're human.
But I don't. I mean, you
So
got
are
picked
you.
up. You got picked up by the Merry Reapers before, didn't you?
Yeah, but we got out of it. It was
Yeah.
just the. It was here
Just.
because of you guys.
I will leave. I will leave.
That's what happened.
Somewhere Vicran goes, yes.
Fuck you. I'll
Really
leave.
good.
I'll leave a code for you at the churchyard.
Okay, leave a code.
I thought Sparrow wasn't one of the undead.
She's not. She's not.
Oh,
She's
okay.
just hanging out with dead people
She
for
is.
You
the
like to hang out.
in a different sense.
Oh.
But yeah.
She's
so
like Bella from Twilight.
yeah. So what you heard? And this was Gertie. She was listening in on the tent. So they never said this directly to you, but Finch had said, thank you for, helping us with this. I know you're not a part of this, and yada yada yada. And so
Yeah.
that was what you know about Sparrow. But she
Yeah.
obviously cares about these people. She cares very much for
Yeah.
Finch. They are
Yeah, she
romantically linked. They're doing some smooching.
They kiss.
So she has told you or asked you
Yeah.
if you could meet her in the Barrow Glade to help
Okay.
potentially defend
Yeah.
them.
We'll talk to the rest because obviously there's just two of us here and see what we can do. But we're trying to figure out what's going on here with the execution.
All right. Well, I hope to see you both there.
Probably be safe because
Please be
they're
safe.
probably after you.
I will do my best.
They might hire other people to counter you. So be careful. Be wary of anybody. Everybody.
All right. But I know I can trust you guys.
Yep.
You certainly wouldn't do anything to put us in this situation.
Nope.
Never. You want some snacks? And I just.
And so she makes her way away. So we are going to go back to the
I was
offices.
almost past.
And as you are hanging back, that moment that you were anticipating happens about 15 minutes after you heard this conversation. And from that door out walk Harrison Scott and Elias Heron.
Like we talked about, I'm gonna have Vicran feed me what he wants me to say because he put it so eloquently, and Gertie's like, I can't. You're gonna have to tell me exactly what you just said, and I'll say it as we. And then I will. I'm so small. I'm just gonna kind of like barely poke my head around and kind of see Harrison, and then be like, okay, tell me that. I'm messaging him right now. Tell me the message.
So I'll whisper in Gertie's ear. Harrison, we're
Harrison,
back from finishing the
We're
job.
back from finishing the job.
Wanted to touch base.
Wanted to touch base.
Totally wasn't eavesdropping.
Totally was not eavesdropping on you right now.
Overheard a conversation.
Overheard the conversation.
skeptical.
You sound
We should talk in
skeptical.
private.
We should talk in private. And I tell him a place to go. Which I'm like, Vicran. Love Vicran.
Yeah.
Well,
XOXO Vicran.
Arm and you, so he knows it's all three of you.
Oh, and oh, by the way, Arm's with us too. But you need to get away from Elias.
And you, as you're messaging him this, you notice this quick pause before he immediately kind of gets back into walking. This is a guy who is part of a secret organization. He understands working in shadows and these kind of necessities when doing so. And you overhear him tell Elias, I know you've got a lot on your plate, and we've got a lot to investigate as well. I need to get back to punching the old books and seeing what we can, figure out about the bigger picture here, because that's what's going to be important, right? We got to get, he's just part of a cog in this machine. We got to get a little bit deeper, right? See what your old buddy Iwerks might have been up to, huh? And you hear Elias say, well, I mean, there's still some time before the execution. If you're, wanting to, investigate a little deeper, I would love to be a part of that. No, look, we can handle that. The Merry Reaper's got that under control. Don't worry about us. You got your own things to do. Oh, no. This is at the top of my priority list. I need to make sure that we are, on the same page and that we are, figuring that stuff out. There's, the artificing side, but this is a bigger thing. I am a community leader now.
Who said he was? Elias said he was a community leader.
Elias said he was a community leader.
I almost want to be like, do you think you can distract Elias?
Maybe I can chat his ear off a little bit, and you guys can sneak him away.
Yeah, go butter him up about.
Just go butter him up.
About
Me and
artificial
Amicus
stuff.
roll out in front, like, oh, hey, Elias!
Oh, Arum Cubus of Umberdale.
So great of you to remember me.
And your little cocktail maker down. You might have to remind me. I know.
Amicus.
Amicus.
Yes.
Oh well, it's fantastic. I'm so glad to have you back to my fair city.
Yes. It's
We've
so
got
great
a
to
lot
be
of-
back. I didn't have much time the first time, and I'm so glad to be back already.
Yes. Now, obviously, a few hiccups.
Oh, you'll have that. You'll have
Those
that.
will be expected. We have some exciting things on the horizon. Let me ask you, sir, have you been back to Umberdale since?
Not since.
Ah.
No.
I
What's going on with Umberdale?
just you wait.
Oh, you.
When you get back to your store in Umberdale, you have a surprise waiting for you, sir.
For me.
For you.
What do you got in store?
You'll just have to go back to Umberdale and see. But I'm so glad you're here.
Well, I'm so glad to see you. We're just back in town, and I have this hiccup with this whole thing going on with this execution ugly thing. But I guess with all things like inventing, there's bound to be a few hiccups along the way. I'm sure you're handling it all right, and everything's gonna be
Well,
fine.
we're trying our best. But it's funny that you're here because obviously now that the World's Fair has happened, we're working on some residencies around the city, and you inspired me, sir.
Yeah.
And I would love an opportunity, maybe once this is all over, because I have to say I do have some work to do with my associate here, but I would love to show you what you inspired in the Heron Hill residencies.
Oh, I would love to see that right now, though. Harrison here, he's a fine man. He's more than capable of handling it, don't you think? I mean, you've hired him, so I imagine he's quite the specimen to take care of these things. And we can go look at these residents. I'm so excited. I have to see it. I can't wait.
All right, go ahead and do a persuasion roll with advantage. We'll call it DC 13.
I'm like, Aram, great job. You're doing so good, dude.
Who's that?
I also want to message Harrison and be like, this is our distraction.
You said with advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
Let's do one at a time. It's fun. Well, not that one.
That one?
Yeah. Okay, it's +3, so Nat 20 on the second one. Both sides of the spectrum here. Let's go.
So
Amazing.
Nat 20, not only are you going to pull him away, you do not have to worry about him coming back at all. Like, so it's not,
Hell yes.
you're not under any kind of time pressure. You're not like, he has got Elias Heron on lock. So, don't feel like there's nobody coming back to
Sweet. Good job, dude.
listen in. So you
Have fun
pull,
exploring houses.
or Elias decides to pull you away, and he is going to show you the houses that they are working on without the murder stuff underneath.
Elias
Can't
Narum,
wait to
Property
hear.
Brothers. We're gonna be.
Oh my god.
So,
That was so good.
now you have Vicran and Gertie with Harrison Scott.
Sweet.
So after they get out of earshot, Harrison approaches you guys. That was pretty nifty, what you were doing there. That was smart.
Thanks.
So, What is going on here, huh?
Well, I wasn't meaning to eavesdrop, but
I
I heard
understand.
heard a conversation
We were-
between you and Elias.
We were looking for you initially, and then we just.
Well, hey, no, I appreciate
that's a
it.
fair point. I was
Yeah.
trying to find you.
Yeah, I
though.
mean,
You
you
guys
knock,
just-
you knock.
Yeah.
You guys did some really great work for us.
We appreciate
And
it.
I would love to show you what we got going on there.
Okay.
We can maybe check that out in a little bit, but it sounded to me, the conversation again, didn't mean to overhear it, apologize.
But this is what I
I
heard.
hate to break your privacy, but it's important. It sounded like you had some doubts about, was it about clockwork?
Well, clockwork kinda, but I'm a little more concerned about this Lawrence Caldwell fella
Yeah.
and whether he's the right guy. Now, Elias Heron, he trusts this old clockwork,
Mhm.
and he's convinced that, well, this must be the guy. Lawrence Caldwell, so he confessed. He's admitting to it whole cloth.
Mm-hmm.
Was he tortured at all during this? Did he?
Not a lick. He got found out, copped to it. Clockwork says he's telling the truth. But I just don't know how this one dwarf managed to do this. What's he know about Eyeworks?
Yeah.
What's he know about the undead? You're telling me this dwarf is working with the undead?
And building
Out of
all of
nowhere?
it in a month's time.
Without Elias Heron knowing nothing about it.
Yeah. That's
Now-
kind of where we're at too.
That's where I'm at.
Seems weird, doesn't it?
I agree with you.
It does indeed.
So, something that we learned about Clockwork after our first meeting is he does have a modified memory spell on him.
Modify memory. Well, ain't that something interesting?
So, we were kind of thinking and talking while we were waiting for you and Elias to come out that he could have planted the memory in Clockwork's head that Lawrence absolutely committed this crime, and Clockwork would think that's the truth.
Well, Lawrence is admitting it, though.
I mean, that can be coerced in other ways through magic. They could also have modified memory.
He could have threatened to hurt his
So-
family.
Are you able to see if he got this spell working on him?
I can cast Zone of Truth,
Okay.
where people cannot lie if they're within that zone.
Well, I would say that'd be worth it, because with Clockwork being an invention of old Elias Heron, I can't say I'm in the, so much in the trust and mood when it comes to things that Elias Heron's got cooking up. Now, he's been working pretty well with us in trying to sniff out some of these undead goings-on, because, his whole thing, he wants safety, he wants security, and that's what the Merry Reapers want, too. Safety from these undead, from these necromancers, thinking that they can do whatever they want, thinking they can create these, enthralled beings to do their will. But I got my own suspicions now. But let's go talk to Lawrence and see maybe what he's got going on.
And let's try to stay under Elias and Elias's guard's nose.
I agree. So he takes you inside and he leads you through the hallways into a holding cell where you see a sort of middle-aged dwarf looking very worse for wear. A little gaunt, probably hungry, a little dirty. Has definitely been living rough for the past month or so. And he is in this holding cell in a very plain sort of canvas outfit, and he's got a plate in front of him, and he's finishing off what is likely his last meal.
So we'll walk in with Harrison and Lawrence, is it?
Yes. What can I do you for?
Well, my name is Vicran, and I was hoping I could have maybe talk to you a little bit about this murder house.
My
Business.
murder house?
The supposed one.
Nothing supposed about it. I'm hanging for it.
While he's talking, can I cast Detect Magic to see if he has any spell cast on him?
Yeah.
Does he?
I guess it just works.
I think if it
it basically it lights up if
Yeah.
there's something magical happening.
Yes. Okay.
Harrison see that too?
I guess if it lights up.
Yeah.
It would be for me, but I can
Oh.
tell him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can tell him if
So,
you want. But yeah, it lights
Yeah,
up.
Harrison, kind of like we were thinking, he's had some kind of spell cast on him.
All right. Well, that puts a wrinkle in the old thing, don't it?
It does.
I don't have dispel magic or anything.
I don't think I do either.
No.
So I will.
Well, you learn the school of magic from Detect Magic on
Okay.
him. Because you learn its school of magic if there's any magic on that. So you would at least know what school of magic. I don't know if that would be helpful.
It could
but
be because if it's anything to do with necromancy.
It is an enchantment.
an enchantment.
Okay.
Would Vicran know if modify memory or something like that is enchantment magic?
Do an Arcana check for me real quick and
Okay.
see if you can remember this off the dome.
I don't know how I can give you help.
You're good. 14.
14? Yeah, so with a 14, you remember modify memory would be an enchantment.
Okay.
Whether it's the same enchantment, you don't know.
Gotcha.
Would we possibly know, and when I say we, I mean Vicran, know that if you Zone of Truth, would that overstep a modified memory, or is
Good
it's like
question.
or
would
is
that
it-
be whatever he
or he
says
would-
because
he
of that?
thinks it's the truth?
Yeah, he would be telling the truth based off what he thinks.
Yeah.
Can we ask Harrison if he has anyone in his retinue that can cast a dispel magic?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, nobody here. No, I don't think so.
Do whenever I cast detect magic, do I notice if it's outlining his body, or is there something on him that it
Oh.
outlines?
It's his body, like it's him.
It's him. Okay, so it's
him.
not like somebody like put a necklace on him or anything
Yeah.
like that. Gotcha. Yeah, what do I know about Zone of Truth?
It is as truthful as they can be. So it's like if you were to ask like a question they didn't know, it's not like they could answer something that they didn't know.
Right.
But
So if he
would-
thinks it's true,
If he thinks it's true,
That's
that's,
what
what
he's
he's
gonna
saying.
give
So
me.
I would tell Harrison that if you cast it, it
Yeah.
would still show up because of whatever is on him currently.
yeah, it's likely modify memory would be my best guess.
Yeah.
So Zone of Truth would tell us what he believes is the most true. So this isn't your guy. I can almost guarantee it. We just have to get that proof somehow.
Can I look at Harrison and then Vicran and be like, anybody up for a little jailbreak? Get him somewhere we could do this?
I wonder how long the effects of modified memory last.
Well, I was wondering if he became unconscious or almost dead and then brought back up to one, would that go away? Like, if you're dead, would that go away and then you're back up?
Is he one of those?
Sounds
Is he
like
one
a
of those?
necromancer to me.
Is he one of those like super rezzed undead that like have?
Yeah.
No, I would
Oh,
assume
yeah.
Harrison.
Because he said he was missing for a month, so maybe they killed him, rezzed him, modified his memory to say that, oh yeah, I did this.
I would assume Harrison would be able to tell that, based on being a Mary Reaper.
Yeah.
Would he?
Did
Well,
you?
I feel like you
Harrison, can you tell
so
if
far,
he's dead?
Harrison's worthless.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got us to where we needed to be,
Yeah.
but yeah, other than that, he's not helping much. Yeah, Harrison, can you tell if someone's is like if he's undead?
Check his pulse.
We
Can I tell with a medicine check?
yeah, I mean it's there's signs. You know, they got no body heat, you know. They're cold. Different levels of decay. There are certain signs, even if they look well put together, you know, maybe it's you know, some bruises around the neck, looking like they got strangled, you know?
Yeah.
I think you know that fella.
Can I see if he's alive?
Yeah.
Medicine.
Do a medicine check.
That one so far.
Oh.
11.
All the way over there.
18.
18. Yeah, he is fully alive.
Okay,
Okay.
so he's not undead.
As a living man.
Probably just modify memory, and unfortunately, I don't think any of us can do anything about that right now.
I can't.
Do you if you took a long rest, could you get Dispel Magic, or is that
I
a
don't
higher level
think
spot?
it's an option for me. Also, we don't have time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, I meant if you guys jailbreak.
Oh, if we got him out.
Yeah.
Right. Look, if we bust out Elias Heron, I'm immediately out of his good graces.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's
good
understandable.
So you're contemplating these things. Harrison Scott says, you know, if we bust this guy out, if we do something, we immediately get on Elias Heron's bad side.
Yes.
And whatever Lawrence Caldwell is being used for, because I think we can agree he's a patsy. He's a, you know, somebody who's fallen on the sword. There's a bigger fish to fry. And I would hate to see an innocent man hang, but if we want to stop whoever's doing this to Lawrence Caldwell, we might just have to let him meet his maker.
Can we stall? Can we stall the hanging?
I mean, we can try to maybe, you know, do something at the hanging, but I'm just telling you, if we really want to get to the bottom of what's happening, and if you indulge me, we can talk a little bit more about some of those bigger fish that we can start frying, because we got them right in another room.
So, what do you think about this idea, Harrison? Maybe this wouldn't necessarily involve you, so this kind of keeps you on Elias's good graces, but can hopefully maybe save an innocent man. We've got a reporter friend who's the one who broke the story about Lawrence being executed. What if we could kind of start trying to get a rumbling going that Elias might have the wrong guy here, and we get it in some kind of like a official breaking news. And maybe that kind of forces his hand to say, hold on a second. We can be anonymous sources. Nobody has to know who says what. We've got a journalist also right here with us if she wants to stick her neck out for it. But if we'd rather, you know, put a different person up as the person in front of dealing with the fallout of a news story like that, we could give them a call.
Yeah, I would say that's fine and dandy if they want to put that out.
Because I figured worst case scenario, it doesn't work, and we're in the same boat we're in now.
All right. Well, I know there are already people who are kind of causing a ruckus out there, thinking that he is an innocent man.
And I think that could kind of kick off a little bit too. And I think between that and a breaking news from someone sounding official even could maybe force his hand to at least pause.
All right. Well, I say that's a good idea, and maybe we can stop it before he hangs.
I think we give it a shot.
All right. Well,
Gertie, how do you think we go about that?
I think the best way it works is we get some people out there at the old gallows, and maybe we can stop it there.
All right.
All right. And
Let's do it.
so if you want to send a message to Grant, and he will get working on it immediately.
Oh, because it has to be like 25 words.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. Trying to work out the 25 words
Uh-huh.
we're allowed to say.
Well, I have Grant, breaking news, need dispel in Heron Hill. Know someone. Lawrence.
Innocent.
Lawrence. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 11.
Oh,
yeah,
I can
so
use a lot more.
Lawrence
is
likely innocent.
Yeah.
We need proof.
Yep.
Need proof. Can you get story?
Story.
Immediately.
Could
Get
halt
story.
Or-
Story
execution.
ASAP.
Yeah, or you could write the story and just put his name on it.
No.
That's what I was going to say. Just put Grant's name.
No, I wouldn't do that to Grant. That's professional. I want to have enough words to say at the end, Grant, suck it.
All right.
So, know
Obviously.
someone, Lawrence, likely innocent.
Breaking news get across in a D&D. There's no TVs. There's
newspapers.
Yeah.
You can print
Well,
newspaper
he
that
could-
fast?
Maybe.
I'd imagine in a situation like this, someone would be like a town crier. Of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Prior.
extra,
sending
extra.
stuff.
Isn't
You could
the
also
breaking
do-
news fish from SpongeBob and
Breaking
Yeah.
Can prestidigitation do words? Or is it just sounds? It should be cantrip.
It is. Prestidigitation, I have
Or thaumaturgy. Can those do sounds or words or anything?
I don't have those. I don't have prestidigitation.
Well, does thaumaturgy do words? Because
Can-
can you like make whispers of he's innocent, and
Mhm.
can you do messages to people
Yeah.
He'd
of
hack
like
the PA
he's
system.
innocent? Yeah, like make our own PA system.
Like he did with the he flew the blimp over and
He did. Because there are things like they can make announcements in
Yeah.
Hill too.
Because we could also
Okay.
write that on papers, and I could use Mage Hand to just throw them up, whether or not
So-
it's real.
I'm
legit.
gonna read this to Vikram before I send it. It says, "Grant, breaking news. I don't even need to say Grant.
Do you
it's only 2 sentences done.
do
So
you need a message? Oh, never mind.
so it's breaking news. Need dispel in Heron Hill. Know someone? Question mark. Lawrence likely innocent. Need proof. Start breaking news in capital. Suck it, Grant.
Maybe put dispel magic.
since you took Grant out.
Yeah.
You can take Grant out again, just say suck it. He knows he's Grant.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then put
Breaking
dispel
news.
magic.
I mean, I still had like 5 more after
Oh,
that.
yeah.
so
Then you
we're
don't.
good.
Then you skip
so
the second
breaking
grade.
news.
No, I mean,
need-
that-
No,
I think
said
that-
it.
that
I
gets
said
across.
need dispel.
Dispel magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could
He'll get it.
use.
We kind of it's kind of like I feel like if you allow it, I know thieves can't. Could like
Yeah, no, I think we're
Yeah,
good.
we got
We've
it.
got the message across.
Okay.
So you send that message, and he sends it quickly back. Got it. You suck one as well.
Can't send it back.
So
Step one
so yeah,
ignored.
so he is kind of moving in that direction to try and get the idea that he is innocent out there, and to potentially find somebody who can cast a dispel magic to try and figure out exactly
'Cause
what's
I-
going on.
Because I asked for someone to do dispel in Heron Hill.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
got you. I got
Okay.
you. So that's good. Moving on. So what Harrison Scott wants to do is show you Albatross Longfellow.
He'll recognize us. I messaged that to Vikram being like, he'll recognize us.
Harrison knows that
He
you
knows
are-
Yeah,
we were
he
there.
knows.
Yes.
He's who hired us.
He's
to
the
get
one who
it.
sent you there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Can I maybe like?
Did we talk to Albatross and say anything that would put us in a bad light? Did we
You-
say we're
you
working
fought him.
for-
We
Yeah.
fought him.
Yeah. Okay, but we didn't say like we're working with the Necromancy Guild to him.
No.
So okay.
I mean,
Make it
even
fair.
if he
I don't think we
did,
talked to him.
I don't think so. I think we just started.
Yeah, he
fighting.
was just
I think as
pissed
soon
off.
as we walked in, shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true.
and
Yeah.
he was blinded when we found everything and did the switch. And even if that was the case, we can just be like, yeah, we were trying to get on his good side. What of it, Harrison? Like, we lied to him. You know what I mean?
What do we know about what time of day it is by now?
Probably like 11.
So it's almost time.
Okay, so
1 hour.
can I tell him like before we do that? You mentioned people outside causing a ruckus already. What if I take a second, go out there, use my thaumaturgy spell to make voices that are saying, hey, he's under a spell, he is innocent, we are getting proof, kind of thing, and start trying to get that side riled up.
And I can message people and get them even more riled up and see if we can stall.
I can just yell at people.
I mean, if
Yeah.
that's what you want to do, you will not have time to do both.
Do we need to talk to Albatross?
I don't really give a shit
think
about
he wants
Albatross. He
you
wants us
to.
to. I don't really
Yeah.
give a shit about him, to be honest.
I'm kind of in
I'd
the...
rather save the innocent
I mean,
man.
the other option is you say, can you do it after? Can we deal with this and then do that?
Yeah,
But I'm not. there,
that's
so
what I was
can't
saying.
talk.
Can I do that first?
You could do
We
do
One or
one,
the other.
but you definitely can't do it first.
All right, gang. What do we think is more important here?
Now you could go
You
talk
guys-
to Albatross and then go and do the thaumaturgy. You just couldn't do it first.
but we
Because
can-
it would be like a 30-minute walk there and then a 30-minute walk back.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize we were that far. Shit.
Yeah.
Can we cut that time in half with my background feat? Because of the urchin, and now I know Heron Hill, the city.
Yeah, I suppose.
Gertie will probably save the innocent man because she honestly can't think of what she would gain.
Now you could still do it with like 20 minutes time
Okay.
if you talk to Albatross and then leave and go and do it.
Yeah, because I don't know what we would get from Albatross, but I guess we could see.
Maybe we see what's going on here in case we learn something about the Merry Reapers and how they're dealing with necromancy and things like that, so we can kind of
figure out their operations.
Yeah, or if they're doing something to hurt them, some kind of magic to do something to them. Yeah. All right, we'll go talk to him.
All right. Sorry, I'm eating cheese.
Sounds great.
She's not letting us level up.
Cheating at spells.
You honestly should go back to level 3.
Just
you
for
get
that, I'm going to
demoted?
level
Yeah.
6 right now.
The first ever DM level demotion.
I'm currently level 20, guys. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's fine. I have all of
You
the
can just
spells
do what
in
you
my
want.
spell
It's
book.
pretend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
he's
Yeah. See,
telling
he
me.
said it's fine.
Okay.
We have it on record.
Okay, I'm just gonna be normal and go to level 8. Just to...
So you guys get pulled into a different holding cell, and in this cell, you see Albatross Longfellow, and his arms are being held up in this harness. His legs are held up, tied together at the ankles, and you see him hanging there with just sort of a loincloth on, and his back is cut open, and the skin is pulled out and held up at clips hanging from the ceiling as his back is exposed.
I'm gonna look at Harris and go, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, what is that? That's not okay.
Well, so we know this fella, he's one of them heightened undead, and we are going to figure out how these guys work in order to make sure that we put a stop to it.
What if he's innocent like Lawrence is?
Innocent.
And you're just doing this?
He's one of those undead.
How do you know?
Ain't nothing innocent
How do you
about
know?
it.
You couldn't tell.
Oh, I can tell.
Well, you couldn't tell with Lawrence.
He's not.
You said you didn't know.
I didn't say I didn't know. I said he's not.
This lying ass motherfucker.
I told you they're cold. There are signs, levels of decay, and dereliction. And when you open them up and their heart ain't beating and none of their organs are moving,
Well, yeah, of course, if you start opening them up, you can fucking tell.
yeah. Well,
Well, why are we opening you up and tell? What the hell, man?
look,
That's a pretty fucked up one to tell.
you want to feel the old heartbeat? You can feel the old heartbeat. It's pumping away.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want
Pretty
to
fucked up way to tell.
look at this fellow. He don't bleed none. Cut him open.
It's all probably gone by now.
He ain't bleeding. And that ain't natural. We're going to figure out exactly how these fellas work. And thanks to him, we're going to find a whole little rat's den of these fellas. Thanks to you guys, we're going to nip them in the bud. We're going to put a stop to it. You guys did some great work for us.
How do you plan to figure anything out from this?
Oh, we already did. We done tortured the hell out of him. Lawrence Caldwell, he just admitted to it. Yeah, this fella, we put him through the ringer, as you can see. He got quite the treatment.
Well, I mean, what are you studying from him to learn this?
Well, there's some kind of crazy magics that are keeping him alive way longer than normal undead. Normally, you got to keep doing the spell, keep doing the spell, keep doing the spell. You know, I think the same was true from that modified memory. If his modified memory, you'd think it would just wear off, don't you? And apparently, it's still going. So I don't know who's doing this stuff, but somebody is mighty powerful.
So Elias Heron is a necromancer.
Yeah, I think that too.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he's helping us study this fella. He's helping us, he's not trying to stop us from killing these undead, so I really don't know. But we're going to find our way to this old rat's den of these fellas, and if you want to help us wipe some of these fellas out, well, we'd love to have you. And that is where we're going to leave off this episode of Rolling Through Realms, Love, Death, and Necromancy.
Well, I don't like that.
Screw that guy.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the hell?
Thank you for listening to Rolling Through Realms. Follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, and YouTube, and be sure to share with your friends. Feel free to leave us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. Music for this episode was provided by tabletopaudio.com. Once again, I'm Erik Hurt, and you've been listening to Love, Death, and Necromancy.